Hello, hello, happy Wednesday. This is Barbary, the Wexford Stamper. So glad you're here for a visit. We will be continuing our Valentine treat boxes tonight. This is number 3. This is a favorite. I could really get these done very quickly, and this is going to be something I'm going to give out to my friends that I volunteer with at New Hope. This will be awesome. And these came together nice and quickly. I can't wait to show you how easy it is. Hope everybody's having a good week and survived the snow today. We had a good bit, but then the rain came and washed most of it away. So that's the way I like it. So, all right, this is our treat box for this evening. And we are going to be using much of the same materials and products that we have been using in my other videos. All right. Now, as you know, as with all the other videos, there will be, once I post this after my Facebook Live, there will be a downloadable PDF with all the directions and all the products, and that will be on my blog for you. And my blog is www.thewexfordstamper.blogspot.com. So come right over there, and you can find all my PDFs there on my blog. So, alrighty, let's get started with talking a little bit about the products that we're going to use to make these cute little boxes. And we are going to be using products again from the Country Floral Lane suite. I've been using this for all my Valentine projects. Just love it. It's a great, great set. Love the paper and the stamp set and the coordinating punch, all great. So it's nice for Valentine's Day, but you can also use it for other occasions just as well. All right. Hi, Deb Gray. Hope we can see a pickup for your pickup tomorrow. Things have cleared up here very nicely. All right, so let's go ahead and get back here. We'll take our boxes over here out of the way. All right, let me get my scoring board. I forgot that part. There we go. Lots of clinking and clunking back here. Yes. Trying to dig out my scoring board. All right, I'm back, ladies. Okay, now, wanted to tell you first, before we put the box together, you know how I love to look through the grocery store and find the cute treats for the different seasons and occasions, and these were available at my Weiss. Okay. I went to Weiss, got these. What they are is they're the Nutty Buddy bars, the ones that are usually chocolate with the peanut butter in it, but they just made them pink for Valentine's Day. Was just there today, and they still have them. So that's what we're going to be putting in our little treat box, the little Nutty Buddy bar. All right, so let's grab our paper. We're going to be using a piece of Sweet Sorbet cardstock, and this is cut at 7 by 4.5. So you can make bunches of these with very little paper, and that's the way we like it. All right, so on the 7-inch side, that's the long side, we're going to score at 3/4, 5 3/4, 6.5. Okay, that's the long side. Then we're going to turn it to the short side, and we're going to go 1/2, 1 1/4, 2.5, 3 1/4. All right, remember all these dimensions will be on my blog, so no worries, don't try to madly write them down. Everything will be there. All the products, all the colors, and that downloadable PDF for you. All right, I am just going to fold and crease all my score lines. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let me bring in my little template here. This is what we're going for. Okay, the bottom is going to be closed and glued, but then the top is going to be able to open with a flap. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut our paper. All right, we're going to cut it, holding it in profile. Okay, I want to make sure I'm in the camera here. And we're going to have the thin panel along the right-hand side. We're going to cut up that first vertical score line and then just snip off that tiny little box at the bottom. And then at the top, we're going to snip off the two top boxes. So two on the one on the bottom, two on the top. Okay, there's our first. This is creating, I know, I was cutting paper for my kits and I nicked the cutter, the paper cutter, but I will survive. Okay, but thank you, Renee. You always know when I get a boo-boo. I can't get anything past you, girl. All right, so now I'm going to go back to the bottom and I'm going to cut up vertically on the rest of those score lines up to the first horizontal. This is going to create the two box flaps that are going to cover the bottom, and then the two little tabs that are going to fold in. So the square ones we want to cut off a little bit to create tabs, and then the rectangular ones we leave them the way they are. Okay, let's turn it the other way. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut up on all the verticals, but this time we're going to go to the second score line. Okay, up to the second score line. Now you're going to notice these two smaller panels. If we cut off that top section, we have two little squares again. So these create the little tabs for the top. Remember, we're going to be folding in the lid on the top, and we're going to be gluing shut the bottom. Okay, so there are the two tabs. Okay, just like that. Now, these two are what's left, but we only need one of them because it's going to fold over and fold into the box. So the one that is closest to our skinny panel here, we're going to cut right off. And the way I do that is I just turn this sideways, fold in the first tab there, and just cut right across and cut that off. Okay? Now this is going to be the one that folds over, so I'm just going to cut a little snip off the tab that goes into the box, just so it'll slide in a little better. Okay, so that is just what we had here on our template. Okay, so there's where we go. All right, now before we put it together, we're going to put a couple of pieces of Designer Series paper from this suite, the Country Floral Lane. I love the little hearts. I think they're so cute. And these are cut at, very good question. These are cut at 1 1/8 by 4 7/8. Yeah, that's on the PDF. I just couldn't see it from over there, and it's a little bit out of my reach. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue on the back side, of these, and then I'm going to place them right on the larger two panels. So we're going to have one here and one right here. Okay, you don't have to put paper on front and back. That's up to you, but that's what I've done here. Now, On the panel that doesn't have the flap on the top, I'm going to take a 1/2 inch circle punch and I'm going to slide it down, and I'm just going to punch out a little notch, and that will be like for the thumb notch there for when you open the box. Okay, that's just a little added bonus. Don't have to do that. All right, next we're going to put a little bit of glue on that thin strip on the left hand side. Then we're going to fold the box closed so that that thin strip is facing up, and then we're just going to fold the opposite side over. And this is an easy way to make sure that all your sides line up and you'll have nice right angles on your box. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to go ahead and close the bottom of the box. Can you see that? Am I in the right spot? There we go. I'm going to close the smaller tabs first, then I'm going to close the back flap and then the front flap. You want to close the front flap first so you have that nice clean fold here on the front of your box, if that's something you worry about. Okay, now here you can I'm going to take my scissors. I didn't cut my panels quite as straight as I like, but you can always give a little snip. There we go. So there's our box. Gonna bring in my Nutty Buddy bar, and it's gonna go right in the box, fits perfectly. Then we're gonna bring up our flap and put it right inside the box. There you go. Look how easy that is. Okay, now for the tag, I'm going to be using a great die set called Tailor-Made Tags. This is really, really nice to have. How many Nutty Buddy bars? 10. There's 10 in a box. Good question. And this is a great set to have that you can die cut lots of tags. And these tags are so cute because they have the little stitching on them. And they're just really, really handy to have. So I used the second smallest one to make this tag here. Now I'm going to take my Sweet Sorbet stamping pad, and I'm going to take the sentiment, I love that we are friends. This will be perfect for giving out for my Valentine's. All right, and I'm going to stamp it slightly close to the circle or the hole in the tag. Then I'm going to bring in these cute little tiny hearts, and I'm going to put those right next to it. There you go. So there's my tag. How quick that comes together. So cute. All right, so let's go ahead and tie it to our box. Now, I used some baker's twine for the box, and it came out of this fabulous 2022-2024 in color baker's twine pack. And Sweet Sorbet is one of the new in colors, and you can tell it must be near Valentine's Day because I'm just about out of that twine. But we've got the other colors here that are, I can't remember all the names of them. I know that's bad. But this is all 4 of the new twine colors. This is a great thing to have on hand. It'll match all of the new sweets. All right, so I'm going to take a nice long piece. Okay. And I'm going to wrap, since it is baker's twine and it's a little thin, I'm going to wrap it a few times around the box. So I'm going to first wrap it around once here so that we have an end here that's long enough to tie. And then I'm just going to take the other end and just keep wrapping it around until we get to a level that's about the same as the other. So you can make it as long or as short as you want. Mine went around 4 times, and then I'm just going to do an over-under. I'm going to grab my tag, and I'm going to thread it right through. And I'm going to tie. This is an easy project. You can make all 10 of these out of your box in no time. All right, let me pull in my tails a little bit, going a little crazy here with my loops. Okay, and just a secret that I didn't tell you about before, sometimes you'll have trouble with your baker's twine being very curly. And a hint that I've given, or a hack, is take your fingernail and just pull it down the twine, almost like when you curl ribbon. And it kind of takes some of the curl out of the baker's twine, and it'll work for you. So there it is, right there. So easy, right, gals? So pretty. Anybody would just love getting that. So yes, that is our project for this evening. Remember, I will have one more for you next Wednesday, because Valentine's Day is coming very, very quickly, but I'm going to squeeze in one more and show you a really cute project next Wednesday. So I hope you can join me back again. And remember, you can get this and any of the other Valentine project PDFs right on my blog. And I'd love for you to post on the VIP page any of your Valentine treats that you make. I'd love to see what you're making. All right, so we will see you again next Wednesday. Have a lovely weekend, and remember, keep on stamping. Bye-bye now.